I want to start by saying I am not a Jennifer Lopez hater, but this movie, yeah. You know what time it is? Welcome to the Legacy of Nerd. My name is Daniel, and it is Memorial Day weekend, and the biggest drop this week on Netflix is Atlas. So, like I said, I'm not a Jennifer Lopez hater. I love Selena. I live in Texas. It is like gospel here, right? That movie is amazing. But this movie really suffers from Jennifer Lopez. So obviously J-Lo is like really in the news right now. She's about to have like her 17th divorce from Ben Affleck, and there's a lot of like scrutiny and paparazzi around her. But this movie was made out to be like a big Netflix event, and it's just it's good. It's a good movie. It would be a good movie without Jennifer Lopez. I just watching this movie, I realized that Jennifer Lopez can't act.
You need me on that mission.
And I don't think I ever realized that before. And maybe it's because I haven't seen a lot of Jennifer Lopez movies. I have seen Selena, obviously, which was amazing. I have seen Made in Manhattan, Monster-in-Law. She seems to shine in these movies where she plays like, you know, the lover or the romantic comedy or something like that. I think she does really well, and that is where the roles that she gets, where she gets to shine. This role, I just don't think it was it. To give you an overview of the movie without doing any spoilers, basically this takes place in the future. Jennifer Lopez as a child was raised with this AI robot thingy, and it basically became sort of more, it broke from its programming, and it led a revolt of AI versus humanity, which obviously caused a lot of deaths among humans. And it's 30 years later now. The AIs have gone out into space and found another planet, but they said they'd be back because, you know, they're evil. And probably a statement for AI and all that stuff that is going on right now. But basically, they're on the hunt for Harlan, who is played by Simu Liu. Jennifer Lopez plays an adult of that child that was the sibling to the AI, Atlas. And, you know, she's on the hunt for him as well. Basically, a bunch of events lead up to them, like ending up on a planet that where the AI have resided, and they are hunting Harlan, but they realize that, you know, they're being hunted themselves, and Jennifer Lopez has to rely on basically a Gundam suit, or like one of those suits from Avatar, but it's like AI, and it has to like sync with her and has to become like, you know, they have to become one mentally. I don't know. It's interesting. It's an interesting premise. Now, this movie has some like really beautiful parts. It almost reminds me of like some of those older sci-fi movies that were on the Sci-Fi Channel like 10 years ago, but like a better budget. And I think had this had an even better budget, it would have been pretty cool. Like some of the action scenes were pretty cool in this one too. And you know, there were some really strong actors in this movie. There was Mark Strong, who was like the general guy. There was Sterling K. Brown, who is amazing in all the roles that he does, but a lot of you guys know him from This Is Us. And then there was Jennifer Lopez, and she was there. I think actually one of the best performances was the AI voice Smith, that is like the Gundam suit. I think that is like Gregory Cohen. Don't quote me on that, but I think that was a really good performance, and that was, even though it was just voice acting, it was done really, really well, and I got more into that character. I have to say, like, the movie isn't bad. I just think that it suffers from Jennifer Lopez, and like I said, like watching this movie, I realized she just doesn't really do well in these roles. She has to be like an action star in this movie, which she was not. She has to be like, you know, depressed, guilt-ridden, and all these different emotions. And I just don't think she has the range to show that or to make it believable. And like, I'm watching this movie and I'm like, Sandra Bullock would be so good in this movie, or Rosario Dawson would be amazing in this movie. Just like actors with like a higher caliber. And I was just like, man, because like there's parts of this movie, and even at the end of this movie, like I found myself wanting more, but not necessarily more Jennifer Lopez, just more from this universe. And that, I think that was interesting enough to say, like, I did sort of like the movie, but I think, you know, when you're watching the movie and it's an hour or 15 minutes of Jennifer Lopez, it's just like, man. And it took me 2 days to watch, and not because, you know, I couldn't sit there, but because I have a daughter, and by the time we can watch something at night, we're tired and we just want to go to bed. So we pick it up the next day. But like, it was kind of hard to come back to. It was like, do we watch something else? Or, you know what I mean? But I thought the movie was generally okay. I just was saddened to see it be done by Jennifer Lopez. And I think she's a producer too. So even if they do any other movies, I can see herself kind of inserting herself in there as well. But yeah, that's what I watched this weekend. You know, last weekend I watched Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes, and that was a good movie. I like that movie. I like the Planet of the Apes movies. They're so good. But it's kind of going from a really, really, really good movie to like Atlas. But yeah, guys, let me know in the comments what you guys think. Did you get a chance to watch it this weekend on Netflix? Do you want to watch it? Are you planning on watching it? Does this review kind of make you change your mind on things? Or do you kind of just want to see it to form your own opinion? Let me know in the comments what you guys think, and I'll see you next time.